Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Recording live from the Big Heart Studios. Now, how's everyone doing this evening? Hello. Go ahead and tune in live on YouTube if you like. We're on 31 platforms, but if YouTube is the one you want to go on, by all means. Now, good evening, good evening. Woo, let me take a woosah. I had a very exciting day today, and I figured that I would get on and just share in the moment on what happened today. Now, you guys have a chance to go back and watch. You could go to YouTube and turn it on now and watch live. Or, of course, you can join me live right here at Facebook. But the first thing is that I would like to share is when I told you guys to click on my brand new clinic. Yes, it was there before. Yes, I had a website up and running, but no, it wasn't billable. You have to go through a lengthy process and certifications in order to get from point A to B. And I'm just grateful to say that I've done just that. And with that being said, we were able to make progress. Um, and I'm hopeful for some different partnerships moving forward. For those of you that actually know how to run a not-for-profit enterprise, you know what language I'm speaking. And those of you that do not, you are welcome to join me in your movement to upgrade, elevate, educate yourself on the next levels of your business. Now, what all am I doing at this clinic? At my Black owned clinician of color clinic, what that is all about is when I came forward earlier through the year and I put up a post, oh, I'm going through simple practice. I'm going to have my own agency. Okay, so yes, the agency became a clinic then, and I had everything up and running, and everybody wondered, well, now what happened? So here's what happened. When I went to go and do my billing port of it, I had to be approved for yet another step. Yet another step. How does these Rockville gold microphones sound to your ears? Am I skipping or are we gaining clarity? Just let me know. I'm speaking directly, but not like boom, 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 because the way that these microphones are, these are gold Rockvilles. You don't have to do nothing but just speak. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clearly. If it's skipping in and out, just say something on the screen and I'll be able to go ahead and stop because I'm live on YouTube right now. If you would like to go to YouTube, go to minister.lisaglenn at youtube.com and catch this live interview right now while I'm speaking. Catch it live on YouTube. Facebook is a good platform, but go ahead to YouTube, log off your Facebook, go on YouTube and see me there. See me there. Well, now, today we're going to talk about education, education and health literacy. Okay. On this here sit down Sunday, education is the key to life. Just like money, power, respect is the key to life, education is the key to life. The more knowledgeable that you become in whatever genre that you're in, the more fulfilling your career path will become. The more fulfilling your career path will become. So, the more that you educate yourself in your field, meaning the more you sharpen your iron, the more that you receive the constructive criticism, the more that you receive those people that are trying to build and uplift you. That's when you elevate. And once you start becoming a person that's on that elevator of life, and during your climb, you start going up higher and higher. And you allow the sky to be your limit. You don't want to go so high that you're looking down upon the community that you serve. You want to go up high enough so that you can set an example and be in front of someone that when they do see you, they can take your lead, someone worth following, something worth going behind and seeing what the next steps are and what the next moves may be. But moving on education wise, with as a health literacy specialist, I'm looking to be micro credentialed in education as far as health literacy goes. Because in the community health work field, you not only have to deal with the community privately, there will be a time where I will have to deal with my community publicly. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's supporting me privately, even the ones that maybe 2 or 3 years ago, it was brought to my attention that out of respect that some people didn't respond when I was going through my storms and going through different things. That didn't make or break me. What that did is elevated me a little bit more higher. That took me closer and closer to my goals, and everything that I set out to do, I actually done it. So I'm not still sitting anywhere. I'm not still doing the same thing. I'm not still waiting on nothing. I'm not just still working for the same people. I have been still long enough. And now on this here sit down Sunday, I'm sitting down because I'm content in my seat. I'm no longer worrying about my table, if I can build my table or not. So I'm live inside of my own studio, my studio. I'm working with Golden Rockville microphones, excellent software, and quite a bit of other things that I'm able to share with my community when the time comes out. Now, the time is come, the time has is now, and we are living in our last days. I get it. So now, with that being said, it's time to share everything that you went through, bring whatever's in the back of your mind forward so that somebody can understand how to get through that process that you may have went through already. So sometimes people may say to me, Lisa, we need your resources. Lisa, we haven't seen you. Lisa, I was there when this and that happened. Lisa, I just want you to know that out of love and respect for you, I didn't say this and I didn't do that, but I want you to know that I support you. And I want you to know, and everybody else to know, that what you do with me privately stays privately. I don't have to be in the public eye to be loved by the public. The public community speaks about me in my absence. I am being invited into rooms that a lot of people have never been in. I am being honored, respected, and received joyfully. And when I walk in the door, I'm being met with nothing but kindness and love by the ones that actually matter. Now, imagine not mattering. I wasn't never looking for you to matter. So that's what we talking about. And any of the get along gang that decided that now would be the time that they would get offended by whatever I do, that's another form of jealousy is starting to show. So what I'm going to say is, with elevation will come jealousy. Because if you find yourself every day stuck in the same routine, meaning every day you get up around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, you're getting yourself together to go to this job. You don't want to be late because you're getting paid by the hour. I've retired from the trade. I've been doing hair all my life, pretty much. I've been making arts and crafts, selling clothes, babysitting, doing a whole bunch of shit since I was a young girl. So I've retired. I've even put hoeing down. Yeah, I used to believe that I could sit on a gold mine, and if I didn't have no money, all I had to do is go and fuck, feed, and free one of y'all niggas. So I was just saying that everybody elevates and they come from somewhere, and then they get somewhere. So now, with my process of getting somewhere, and I'm waving and watching people as I pass by, and you guys look fabulous. You look better going than you did coming. But what I will say to you is, if you are a person that is still, I call it still, meaning still there, still here, still everywhere, then you're not for me. And that's okay. I don't need those type of people that are still, because when I come past you, for instance, let's say y'all sitting still somewhere, and here I come walking around to the loop, and I walk on past you. The only reason why I did that is because you're sitting still and I'm moving forward, meaning I'm making progress, I'm evolving, I'm elevating, I'm setting goals and knocking them down one at a time. And yes, everything that I have is in fruition. So there's nothing that nobody could have said or done, past, present, or future, that could have stopped my process. So it don't take one reaction or two to sway me from going big or staying home. So what I'm going to do is continue to go big, because every time that I put myself in the room with the big dogs, I come out with the big prize. It's when I sit around the puppets and the followers and the ones that shoulda, coulda, and I shoulda, but I didn't, but I am, and I'm supposed to be effective, and I'm not. I could care less, because my process of elevation has risen. It hasn't kept me still. So on my sit down Sunday today, I'm sharing that when you are sitting still, and I didn't walk done strutted on past you and look back, and once I walk past you, it's over for me, because that means that I left you where you are at. That is the business I'm in, leaving people where they are at. So if you believe that maybe, let's say you took a shot one time at me years ago, you might have took a shot at me or something. Some guy might have tried to shoot a shot or whatever, or some lady might have tried to use a defamation of character. Didn't never work. None of it never worked. It never amounted to nothing. And then I was never affected. But then somebody come and tell me that they saw me outside in the street. Oh, I just want to apologize. It's just social media. I saw you on social media, but you know I love you. I get that all the time. I get that all the time. Social media does not determine my dollar, though. The only thing social media determines is the reaction statuses, like the thumbs up, the thumbs down, the little heart thing. What else is that little emoji thing that y'all do? None of that drives my income or my tax bracket. So that's all that I really wanted to talk about, is my streams of income that I created, I spoke into fruition, and then I turned around and put the work in. So to give a fuck about a reaction, bitch, please. Okay? There you go. There you go. There you go. I wouldn't give a fuck if a bitch never liked nothing I had or liked me, because guess what? My dollar never stopped. See a smile on my face? It doesn't stop. Neither does my motherfucking dollar. I don't work by the hour. Yeah, therefore, I'm not hourly wage. Hi, I'm a motherfucking salary made income on a motherfucking income based stream of income, and I don't have to let you know how many. Just know that you don't want to go dollar for dollar. Okay, so that's what we saying. There you go. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Hey, hey, hey. Now, moving on. Ah, I would like for everybody to keep the same energy. Now, here's what I was also going to say. Hold on. Hold on. Do I do what I want in my studio? I'm in my studio. Then I'm going to take you around where I had upgraded my little place. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go ahead on and take this on off of here and walk around for you for a minute here. What is this? The gold mics, of course. The camera don't let me turn it around while I'm live. Or does it? Oh, that's okay. Let's go. Let's see what we're doing here. Now, what happens when and if I ever come up on a red dollar? I buy everything I want. So what happens is, let's see what happened here. Okay. Well, I upgraded my studio a little bit. So what I did is upgraded my studio a little teeny bit. Not much, just a little light something. And I upgraded my studio because that's what I had felt like doing. I felt like it was time. I owed it to myself to just upgrade my studio, considering that I may or may not be accepting invitations. The two guys that do come here, they act like they don't want nobody else here anyway. So I'm not going to get in the way of their little progress and let them have what they want to have. So go ahead live on YouTube. When you go live on YouTube, you'll be able to see the difference between uploading your video onto YouTube and the difference between actually being live on YouTube. There is a big difference on having a live presentation as there is uploading your stuff to another presentation. I'm not into that anymore. I'm running a fully fledged studio. Everything I have is up and running. My radio station's on. You guys are more than welcome to go on that. Um, I got enough people supporting me for the whole city of Harrisburg to do a blackout with me. It doesn't affect a dollar because when I look at everything that I have going on, I'm worldwide. The city of Harrisburg is just one little location, but the city of Harrisburg is where you all have to go for your paperwork. In order to establish anything, start or end anything, you got to go through Harrisburg. It doesn't really much matter. A lot of people realize that. So yes, I became a person that wanted to come home and do everything I have from home. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay right here in my little apartment and I'm going to keep elevating. And as you people stay still, as I called it, today, Sit Down Sunday is about sitting still. When you see a person in making movement, somebody with some motion that you think is sitting home. No, I got what you call motion, baby. This is what you call motion, baby. Baby, motion. You saying? Motion. Yeah. Now, I will be live on TV soon. You'll see the commercials for my clinic because I already paid to have my clinic advertised. Now I'm waiting on them to come and invite me to their studio and record me for my LG Hands and Care portion of the Omnic Incorporated. The difference between the two is there's one that is a nonprofit that I keep separated because if you know how to run a real business, you know that you got to separate your accounts. So I have several streams of income and several different accounts that are being paid by several different payers. Okay. My payers come from the federal government and the Department of Human Service. So therefore, of course, we ain't the same. There's nobody sitting beside me in my genre when it's time for me to be at the state capitol at the third annual community health worker program. I don't anticipate seeing none of y'all there. And thank you, Lord, because there are some professions that you can dog out and run into people constantly, and they have yet to progress. Someone like myself that is making movements, elevating, evolving, and putting myself in the proper rooms around the proper people. That's what I'm doing with my time. And that's how I'm building my ministry up and everything about me. That's what I'm doing. Now, today I ordered some food I was supposed to get from Kate Silas. So I'm gonna apologize to you, Kate. My uncle came and got me, and he wanted to go to this here Applebee's, which was a waste, but we did it anyway. And I enjoyed my lunch there, and I'll get dinner from you another time. But yes, I found out at Applebee's today that 50 and over is a senior discount for those of you cutie patooties that's over 50. You go to Applebee's, they give you your little senior citizen discount. That's one thing I was looking forward to. So today I was offered my very first senior citizen discount. And guess what? I ain't mad at them at all. I ain't mad. I know the young lady said, I just couldn't tell that you was a senior. So here's $10 off your next meal for you and your guy friend. So my guy friend is above and beyond a senior, but I guess he didn't look it. And then I didn't look it. So they charged us full price and then gave us coupons. So sometimes you got to speak up with the businesses. And then when I let them know that I was a nonprofit business owner, they offered me some incentives to come back. Even a sponsorship, even, if I want to use Applebee's as a sponsor for food, that's how you do a sponsorship. So I'm looking forward to that as well. Well, I'm not here to keep you guys very long. And also I wanted to touch on the clothing line brand that you have been seeing me on. This is my own stuff that I have on. This is my three-piece sets. This comes with a long, very long blazer. that I wear with it, and I can have these personalized. The sets that I had on came from Robin Bullock, Revel, Revel, Revel. Anything with re in the front means a new beginning, a fresh start. So whatsoever that the product line is, however you wear it is what you inspire it to be. I inspired myself to have on black sheep black yesterday. Today I'm in my own clothing line, which is a three-piece set, but I'm only displaying two of the pieces, which is the crop top that has the thicker strap and the bottoms. Very breathable, comfortable outfit, and it comes with a long duster. So anything that you see me wear, whether I am being a brand ambassador for or it's my own things, contact me. I am not a gatekeeper. I'm one of the last people that'll keep you from getting to the top. I want to see you win. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. But may the Most High continue to bless me on my journey and continue to bless the rest of you guys on your journey moving forward. And may you can have continued success for those of you that are already making a mark within your community, for those of you that already made a statement that says that you're standing tall, 10 toes down for your community and starting and ending with your own city. Thank you so much for you guys' support. Continue to go on to the LG Hands of Care Clinic. Anything that I can do for you, including looking for a job. If you're unhoused or you find yourself living in one of those communities, and it might be your decision. Sometimes we make these decisions, and if that decision is what you've done, you could contact me, and I will help you towards self-sufficiency, starting with if you haven't already gotten your ID, if you haven't already found a job, if you are displaced, unaccompanied, if you are under the age of 18 and is accompanied, you can contact me. You can contact me. I'm here as a safe place and a very warm, welcoming space. So those of you that know, you know. Those of you that don't, take the chance on getting to know um, get to know Dr. Glenn. Get to know who I am, what my ministry stands for. I'm here as an outreach minister, and I'm here to let anybody know there's anything that I can do for you. You share with me your measures, meaning what your issues are. I'll give you a free 15-minute evaluation. We'll come across some assessment and we'll do your needs according to what you need. And we'll do the best that we can to get you situated on your feet and into your a result-based ending on whatever your solution, your problem is. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And thank you so much for your support so far and everything that you've done to help get me where I'm at. Thank you for supporting me privately. That's really all that matters. All of that who thinking you're sparing me, baby, don't spare me, because there's one thing about this beautiful, luxurious skin. It's definitely beautiful and smooth, but it's some tough skin right here. So a couple little words and stuff like that have never in my life affected me. So I don't know how anybody could ever get it in their thought or their mind that what they do, how they react, and how they move when it comes to me, that it would actually matter to me and my growth, because it doesn't. It doesn't stop, not a jam drop of growth. With that being said, again, goodbye, and I will see you again. Welcome to the Big Heart. We ain't going nowhere. LG Hands of Care is here to greet you with nothing but kindness. Nothing but kindness. Nothing but kindness. All the rest of that shit, y'all can keep it with you at your own place. And another thing, and last and final, and I'm going to end it with this. That so whoever that comes and gets service with me, just know that I follow the HIPAA law and I don't discuss nothing that we talk about. I don't. But now I will apologize in advance for any gossiper or cackling birds that have ever been in my home and may have repeated anything someone else might have said in my home, because people get a thrill out of stuff like that. And I have had some company and some shit that went on. And with that being said, there's no one else welcome even in my home without an appointment. So with that being said, y'all go ahead and y'all be all right. Don't let nobody deter you or spray you, especially if they're still. STILL. Let them be there. Leave a person where they're at. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to close with that. Now, you guys have a very, very blessed week. I'll see you for Money Making Monday.